It's your girl, Ringo.
And LA Nice.
And this is
That Quiet Storm.
Hey, boo.
Hey, girl.
You ready? Yeah, girl. Episode 3?
Yes.
3.
Episode 3.
All right.
We did do a little special. If y'all have not caught it at our Thanksgiving special, check it out. It was really dope. You got to see a whole TQS live moment.
And by we mean LA Nice. LA Nice over here did all of that, y'all.
Working.
Normally, I do the editing. She does the social media. We both conceptualize.
Yeah.
From beginning to end. It was all her idea. Check it out, y'all.
Yeah.
It was really.
It was, I wanted to capture our moments.
You did that.
And I was like, when I say it's the final second.
No, look. So look, y'all, we are literally like, so she was on collards this year.
Mhm.
And y'all can see in the footage where we're holding the collards up or something like that. I don't know. One of us posted that. But what I don't know is like she's getting footage and then we're still cooking and mixing it and she's getting more footage and then she would go sit down and do some editing. Like, you did that. You did that. And she had a hard time chasing me down. And I know she did, y'all.
It was okay. I was like, can you see this? Can you look?
No, she said, I just need you to take 3 minutes and just look at this. And the way she looked at me, I said, okay.
No, because, we are really transparent about wanting to make sure that everything we do in this season, I swear season 1 was our pilot. It was just to fight the urge, be fearless, and just start. That's one of the things that I'm so proud of us for just doing.
Me too.
And so this season is really us being, again, our still authentic self. Some things wasn't, even on my side, y'all are clearly hearing me talk and I have a lot to say and we're going to get into it.
Yes, she does. And I said it last episode and I'm going to say it again. It's really refreshing for me because I hear it in person, personally, but on camera, she was more reserved. She was also, like she said, was in a place.
Yes.
But it's been amazing. It's funny to me. It actually is really funny because she don't care. Because, again, FDK is what we call it. Took off. People are still, like, as of, like, yes.
Are you serious?
Still. Like, people can't relate.
We understand. I'm with you. Tell me about them kids' moment, okay?
My mom, I was showing her earlier, my mom. And I was like, I kept purposefully playing it over and over. I want her to see, like, we all feel the same.
Yes.
I don't know, like, y'all did too, and y'all did, and y'all just couldn't say it. Or didn't. Maybe your mom did.
Matter of fact, now they was outside. They left us with the okay? They was outside doing their damn things. They been set for some kids.
Yeah, you're right.
And we over here like, I'm gonna do everything for my kids.
Or better yet, our parents let us be out. We were outside.
Yeah.
Go outside. You don't have a cell phone.
Oh my God.
No way to track you, but just be home when the lights are on. We don't care what kidnappers are out there. That's a hard effort.
That is hilarious. I saw a post the other day and it was a lady and her daughter. And she was like running back old commercials. And one of the commercials that they kept replaying was, do you know where your kid's at?
Do you know? I remember that. That was so scary.
No, literally.
And my parents didn't care.
Nope.
As long as we were home.
Because like we talked about in the second episode, we have the village.
I was about to say it.
You got Miss Brooks talking about, I saw her over there. I saw Tasha. They watching. They making sure that we're good. So you have the community. You have the village.
They told my brother,
telling
when my dad was a pastor, my parents went out of town. And my dad had, I guess, the church band on our driveway. Knew they could come back. I knew you were going to get that.
Can't miss it. He can get it, for sure.
So one day they were out of town and my brother Aaron stole the church van and went joyriding. I think he like picked up some friends and stuff.
This some hood suburb story.
Random county. And he was trying to, I guess, do like a 3-point turn or something. And he backed into a random
The van?
and he was a kid. And he backed into the neighbor's driveway to do a 3-point turn. And they called my parents. So my parents got back from out of town and knew what happened because it meant you can leave me alone.
It's gonna be Aaron.
It's gonna be Aaron.
Had I met
Dang.
he's the one.
He said when I turned, I think he said 16 or 18, I'm never going to church again. He was tired. He was tired.
Oh, this van.
And you know what's funny? In retrospect, he really was just a normal kid. He just wanted to be
Yeah.
normal. Anyway, the village, yes. So
No.
the village was different when we was going.
It was. And so with the Thanksgiving special that we did, we talked about the village. So not only did you get to see our capture of our Thanksgiving or TQS Thanksgiving moment, but you got to hear the type of conversations we had. And
I didn't even know if she was taking it.
I know.
So that was 100. You got to watch it. That was 100%.
Yes.
I, TQS,
Yep.
co-host, did not even know
Nobody
she
knew.
was doing that.
Nobody knew. Even I
Like-
think Paris was at the table. She was like, "You recorded?" I said, "Mm-hmm." But it was good.
And Marcus said that too. And the thing is, I actually edited out some of because I was cussing like a sailor because I be cussing real bad.
See, she gonna leave me.
I took out because we know you cuss real bad and you don't care. You are the template. You have created the foundation, FDK.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's a hit.
I'm saying what everybody thinks.
And then also, like, a lot of it was random cussing. Probably cussing a few kids here and there.
Yeah. I think you was ordering stuff. Let me. And that's on its way. Good thing. Okay. So back into the conversation. It was truly.
I didn't know. I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. I think you did a really good job in the village. It was good. When I realized, when I tell y'all, I did not know she was recording until after it was recorded.
Yeah.
And what I really loved about it was it made me listen back to it with a real ear. Like, oh man, this is good stuff. It's really good stuff.
Matter of fact, I think there was footage of us with the headsets on, and we were listening to it
In the special?
Yes. Yeah. So y'all
I
gotta
wanna watch it again. And I'm
trying
watching
to watch it. I watched it several times.
It's good.
I got chills. I was like, this feels good.
It's
Like
good. It's
just-
warm.
It's warm. And I really hope that everything that we do or everything that we talk about, that people really find their village and their community and create that bond, because like we talked about on there, we need it. It needs to be strong.
We
And-
are very big advocates
Yeah.
for the village. The courage, the encouragement, the strength, the support, and everything for my move to Texas, for my divorce,
Yeah.
for when I was dating, when I was spouting and bopping. She was the one that was like, all right, what's the end game?
All right.
Like,
Gotten and bopping too, but hold on.
right, yeah.
Let's still go with this.
Right. She did. She did. She was like, all right, what's the
Right.
end game? I think those were the exact words. And the accountability, I think that's one of the biggest things for me, the accountability. Being sensitive, it's not easy to have to hear things you need to change, especially when you're coming out of a situation, whether it's divorce, whatever, you feel like, damn, I'm still messed up. I still got a lot of issues. But for me, my village, for me, has been big on, we love you, but you got to be accountable to this. Absolutely. You got to change this. This ain't right about you, or we love you, but and it's hard. It's hard, but I want it. I need it.
Everybody needs it, to be honest,
Yeah.
because you shouldn't want to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
And it even brought up some things with one of our close, that it was like, I can't even tell you what I want to say sometimes. You have to be accountable for your actions as well. And so two wrongs don't make a right. And then call me out too, because
Yeah.
I've been called out. I've been really working on it. Speaking of our hyper independence conversation, I've been doing my homework, y'all.
Wait a minute.
Doing my homework immediately.
Wait a minute. Let me tell you something. I'm really proud of my girl over here. She's been doing her homework. She's been opening up. She's been, I see the work in you. I see you doing the work. I do. I see you doing the work. And it's exciting to see. I told my guy that yesterday or today. One of those, I said, I see you doing the work. I really appreciate it. But I see you doing the work. I see the effects of you doing the work. I'm not going to tell you what her homework assignment was in the last episode because that means you didn't watch it. And it definitely means you didn't get to the end because it was bad. But she has done it twice. She's done it twice.
Yes.
The first time, my delivery was different than what she asked for. But she said she accepted it. I felt bad, but she said she accepted it.
No.
But the second time, I actually was shocked. I was like, oh, yes. And I told her, I'm so glad you did that. Like, thank you. It makes me feel better as a friend. I feel more valuable, I should say, as a friend in that way. Thank you. Thank you. I can feel a little bit valuable in that moment. Thank you.
Yeah.
So you've been doing good.
And you know what? I'm in the season of it's time to grow.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And with growth comes change. And so if we're not changing and we're staying or stuck in our same
We're not
ways,
growing.
you're not growing.
That's a good way.
We're doing the same. And I don't know if I mentioned it on the episode or just in our private personal conversations where I'm tired of being stagnant. I'm tired of being the same position. And it's up to me and God to make those changes. So what other way is when you are hearing or you're telling me you don't ask for help, you don't do this, or you come all passive aggressive, you want to do those things to make that change and be assertive in my natural assertive, in my own way, or as I am and who I am, I can still speak up for myself. And that means asking for help. I don't have to struggle alone. And even if it's, again, I don't want to go into too much because you got to watch the episode. So we are really all about growth. So,
and it's encouraging to me. I can be a bit stubborn. I didn't realize that. Please be quietly nice. I didn't ask you for your opinion. Because I know you're itching to say something. You two interns, stop looking at me. This is an attack. Again, every episode y'all attack me. I can be a bit stubborn. I've come to realize that. Listen, okay, I've realized I can be stubborn, and I'm going to say it, and I can be quite overly defensive. I have come to realize these things.
And Meaty, my name is, and I am overly defensive.
So what I've been, I intern, speak up. Have I not been saying lately that I'm defensive?
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. I don't want to be that way. I don't. And I think that, remember the argument I told you me and somebody had, and he continued to say that. Now, granted, he also is quite overly defensive. However, mine is much worse. And I heard somewhere in the middle of the argument, I began to annoy myself. I began to hear my constant bark back.
Yeah.
And I started getting on my own nerves. And I was like, okay. All right. And so this is where village comes in for me. Everybody is different. For me, this is why I don't play about my village, and I'm so strong and resolute and protective. I'm watching my man break down walls and change things he's never changed his entire life. Obviously for himself, but then he'll say, for me, for our relationship. And then I'm watching my girl, who is her own kind of brick wall. Layers and layers and layers. And she's breaking down and change. Who are me to be stuck in my ways? I'm the shortest of everybody. Like, it ain't cute at a certain point. Like, not at this age. Everybody's growing. And like you said, trying not to be in the same place. All right, it's time for you to change now. It's time for you to, and one of the things he would always say is you always talk about it. You talk about it. Sounds good. but I got to make changes. So the first thing for me was like, if they're saying it, they're not all. You're defensive. You're overly defensive. So what I've been working on lately, me and ChatGPT, I know it. I know AI for some people is quite controversial. I get it. Listen, ChatGPT will give you some therapy for free. So what I've been talking to her about is how to get over being overly or hyper defensive, and then even trying to get to the root of it. Why do I always feel what she said was attacked? Why do I always feel attacked? So lately, I've been trying to tell myself, kind of like what you said last episode. You said, "Are these my thoughts?"
Right.
So lately, I've been telling myself, "Was that an attack on you? Like seriously?
Yeah.
Was that an attack? Sometimes it can be, but was that an attack?"
Yeah.
And it's kind of made me be like, "Get yourself together."
Yeah.
So I'm still working on it, but I'm trying to.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. I want to grow.
And that's all that matters. That's the first thing. Accountability, and then wanting to do something about it. So I see you doing the work.
Thank you. I'm trying. And I have a long way to go.
And even, one of the things you said, or we had a conversation, and you said you are overly defensive. And I said, okay. And then specific to that situation, I was like, but the difference is he's not him.
Yeah.
And in the relationship part, because she's so used to having to defend herself for being in a marriage for so long. And I know we keep bringing it up, but I'm telling you, it's her story. I don't care what nobody says.
I'm glad you said that.
Story.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
You said it, and I wrote it in my notes for tonight's taping. I forgot it until you just said it.
Yeah.
And I wrote in caps with a bunch of exclamation points, "He is not Ty."
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Because that is part of it. I have to restructure my mind completely, because he's not Ty. And actually, no man will be, ever. Regardless of the guy, whether he's great, horrible, whatever, he's not him. And I think when you've been with, when you've been with someone for so long, you begin to build, or for me, let me speak for me, a template based around them. That one of the things I always hear is, all men don't do that, or I am not him, or I wouldn't do that, or I didn't do that. I haven't done that. But I began to build a template for love, sex, men, arguments, lifestyles, whatever, based off of that, because it was such a large part of my life.
Absolutely.
And breaking that down has been very difficult.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's been very difficult for me.
And I understand.
I know you do. I know you do. I know you do.
Have been there.
Yeah.
I've was in a relationship for over 16 years. This is not a marriage.
Mighty God.
Not a marriage. It was a relationship. And I say relationship as you and I are technically a relationship, because that's my bestie. But I was on and off for the last 16 years.
That is, I'm a round upper. That's 20 years.
Okay.
20 years of your life.
And so when that's all you know, then that's how you tend to move accordingly.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think for me, at one point during our separation, I really had to take a step back and was like, the qualities of him, or certain things that were the sugar, also came with some spice. And so I had to realize, or part of my, keep talking about this EpiphaME, y'all.
Okay.
EpiphaME.
Are you ready to tell us the epiphany?
Yeah, let's do it.
Keep going.
Part of my epiphany is knowing my worth, knowing who I am, knowing I am a goddess. Y'all see me?
Because she certainly is telling y'all. It's giving goddess, and you look absolutely. I told her she was giving the rich auntie vibe. I'm definitely giving the young auntie who don't want to grow up and be auntie cousin. But we're on a date.
I'm gonna be there too.
We're on a date. This episode is a date episode. That's why we dressed a little up this time. We're on a date. But first of all, let me say before she gets
I know.
Epiphany. No, you're probably not just saying that wrong.
Saying it wrong. No.
LA Nice, she had an epiphany. And she wouldn't tell me what it was. because we really do save conversations for y'all. And so I didn't want to know it until this, and she wasn't telling me, but it was her. And I know she's coming into the me of her. I mean, go with me, y'all. And as she's coming into her meanness, it just came to me. I'm like, it's her EpiphaME. So that's why we're saying that.
Yes.
But
yes.
go ahead.
So I'm gonna keep that. We're gonna get a shirt in there.
We're going to get a shirt. EpiphaME. I love that. Yeah.
Part of the EpiphaME is more of like, I can't keep waiting, you know, for someone to want me. I'm not chasing because I attract. And the person that I am, I know it may come off cocky, but I'm really confident of who I am, you know. And for so long, I shrunk myself to appease my partner, making sure he was okay, making sure he was comfortable, making sure he was happy, doing what a wife would do.
Absolutely.
Even though
yes, you
I
did.
wasn't a wife.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
You absolutely did.
And then to think about in this epiphany, I'm getting chills, is like I devoted all this time towards this one person and hold off and waited and was patient and, you know,
You were.
to get what in return? And I'm not going to shit on him, you know, because there were great moments.
Yeah.
I'm just not in the place where I have no bad blood at all either.
And I actually can tell that you're definitely not bitter.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm good.
You're not bitter.
I'm the one who would like to be friends. You know, I wouldn't care. I know he can't do that. Right. Which
He can't do that. Even I know from knowing him, he cannot do that. Because to be friends means you're going out on dates. Like, hey, I'm about to go on a date. I'll call you later. There's going
but you know,
I know what you're about to say. Y'all used to have it where,
okay, let me tell y'all. This is why I don't understand why we can't do it. Because I wasn't as gullible. Through our times of separation, there were moments where we would rekindle and you would, you know, pursue. And I would be like, no, we're not doing that. However, we can chill. We could do the ground, you know.
I think that what he could take was you having jump offs with people. I don't think he could take you having a relationship, the love, the emotions, the vulnerability. Knowing especially how hard of an egg you are to crack. Knowing you don't throw around the word love so easily. Knowing you don't express vulnerability and things like that so effortlessly and easily with guys. I think that would tell him if she's doing that, he got her heart. And that's what he doesn't want them to have.
And, you know, I also had that epiphany, which is crazy.
Which is crazy. But anyway, go ahead. I throw you off.
Throw me off.
My bad, girl. I mean, but that's what it is. Like, he was okay with that. But unless you had said you were going out on a date or I got to call you back, so-and-so's calling me.
Yeah. What? I will never forget one time I wasn't going anywhere, but I got did up.
Okay.
And I was like, he happened to come over and I was like, can you watch the kids? I'm going out. I'll be back. And the look on the face was like,
where did you go?
Go to the store. To a store.
That's something I would do. That's totally a B.
But you know what? In that sense, I was in the, matter of fact, this was the last separation.
A little bit.
Not the time before. The time before.
The one. I got you.
Back on the count.
I got you.
And so I was also in the place, part of our separations, I always elevated in knowing who I was every single time. And I would still hold off. Like, it would be like, okay, like, I don't deserve this. I shouldn't tolerate certain things. I'm not going to keep doing this. Like, and then I'd be like, you know, I'm done. Like, go do you. I'm going to do me. Good luck. And so this last time when I, you know, presented myself very well, just that I was in a space of, why am I sitting around, lounging around? And you out and about doing you, and I'm here doing what? And what? What do we do? No.
Okay, so I have a question.
Okay.
Is there anything, and I did ask you this the other day, so I know the answer.
Okay.
But for our viewers, is there anything he can do to get you back.
I'm sorry, but
I need y'all to understand. Let me say something. I need for y'all to understand how big of a statement that is. So if you've watched Sex and the City, that is not a girl show. I know plenty of guys who watch that, or at least know enough about it. He was like her big.
Yeah.
Carrie would drop anybody and did
Yes.
for big.
Yes.
And I remember at a certain point when her and Big ended up together, I remember thinking to myself, I don't know if I'm supposed to feel this way. Because I felt like I don't feel the warm fuzzies that I'm supposed to feel.
Yeah.
Because I never felt like Big was her one.
Yeah.
Aiden, potentially.
Okay.
But I never felt like Big was her one. And so I was like, and I'm not going to blame him fully for it. But fast forward in the new show, what's the new show? And Just Like That.
And Just
right?
Like That. Yeah.
Or it's just like that. Whatever it is. But Just Like That or Ain't Just Like That, I think it's season 2.
Okay.
I think.
I gotta remember that.
Because season 1 is where, spoiler alert, Big died.
Big died.
Season 2 is where Aiden comes back.
Yes.
And she says to one of them, I really think I made a mistake. Talking about Big. And this is after he died. You would think she would say, oh, best, warmest thing. And she's like, I made a mistake. Which I've always wondered, like, And so it's crazy because it took Big dying and all those years, they're old, for her to really say that
I made a mistake.
So for you to say now, there is nothing.
God himself.
It didn't take you to.
Let me take that back. God himself.
Okay.
Would have to say, my child, sit down.
I got
Have
another
seat.
question.
Okay.
And be honest about this. Would you still have sex with him?
No.
I'm glad you said that because I was going to be like, if you still do that, I worry about you getting caught.
No, I'm
back in.
So speaking of that,
you enjoy that with him.
Yeah, segue. I'm very protective of my energy.
Yeah.
He had my energy for 16 years.
That's a long time.
And I had to release that a while ago. And again, even this last go round, it didn't feel the same. And I felt myself slipping away.
Wow.
And it was that one trip we went.
What did slipping away? And I'm asking this for other people specifically. I do remember this I was with you with this.
Yeah.
But for other people, I want to ask you 2 questions. What did slipping away look like for you? And what was the moment that you realized you were done? Like, what was it?
Yeah.
What did you do? Or what was the moment where you were like, I'm done?
I'm done.
And I'm going to tell you why I say that, why you think about that answer. I think that one of the biggest issues for me, I was stuck for a long time. So I didn't know I was stuck. That's why I said, what did it look like for you? I didn't know I was stuck. I've realized now, looking back on my life, I was stuck. My daughters often say I was quiet as a wife. And I was like, I was quiet?
Yeah.
They were like, yeah, you were quiet. Me? Older mouth Mabel over here? And so that's what stuck. I didn't know. I did not go out. Y'all didn't see me. All these pictures of me going out and stuff. No, y'all didn't see that. And I know some would say this because you were a wife. Well, he was going out.
That part. You know, what stuck for me, we had rekindled right before I moved. And so in that process, felt like it was needed, but I learned, caveat,
All right.
that God sometimes bring back your lessons to see if you learned them or not.
Will.
And so I went along with the ride and I said, okay, maybe we got it together. You know, we're healing. Maybe he's in a place of healing. Maybe we understand how not to be toxic towards each other or not to gaslight or not to manipulate certain things and really come together and move on some grown ass shit. And so I would have the real hard and tough questions like, So what's your goal? What's the vision?
Mhm.
What is the legacy we want to have? Because I am a wife and I want to be married.
Mhm.
I may want kids. What is your stance on that?
Mhm.
I did always wanted or long to be the mother of his children.
Yeah.
And so what does that look like moving forward? And I also said that last time, I'm not doing this again.
You did say that.
I told him that.
You did.
And, you know, going through everything was fine. And I think when I was here and the longer that we were apart, even though we both really love and value autonomy, sometimes it's too much. I'm gonna tell you that. Sometimes it's too much of just you wanting to be by yourself too much. Then why do you need me?
Yeah.
Why am I
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
And so, you know, there was a lot of frustration and I felt, okay, maybe if we go away and we have a good time, we can rekindle or reconnect. We just need to see each other. And that trip was like,
Was that trip?
it was his birthday.
Was it the door closer? Was it like the?
Okay. It was I shouldn't feel like this. I should not feel like, where are you?
Yeah.
Why am I alone? You know?
Yeah.
We had this together and I get it's your birthday and you want to do what you want to do. But if you really and truly valued our relationship and all of the I miss yous and things of that nature, you're not showing it.
Yeah.
And one of the things we talk about all the time, fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice, shame on you, fool me 3 times, what the fuck? Literally. And part of my epiphany was, how many times do a person have to show you?
Right. And then and there comes a point too where it's like a relationship is a journey. But if I'm the only one growing or moving forward and you're still stuck the same ways, the same patterns, we're not
We're
growing
not
together.
growing
So we're not going together either.
at all.
Yeah.
And it would be certain things that I can see change, but not all the way through. You still harping on the same thing? These are the same conversations we have it again. You didn't get that same like, what part of it? And so I really will use the phrase, it's not you, it's me. Because I chose to change. And I think we had that conversation. It's not you. Or it's not him, it's you. You were changing. You were elevating. And I said this the other day, sometimes in part of the epiphany, we all get on this elevator together. And some people are not meant to get off on the same level as you. Let them go. Let them be. I wish you well. I'm here for you. I am the most motivational, optimistic, hopeful. I really want the best for everyone.
I really is a good analogy because you get in the elevator together, but it's like, I'm at stop 20 and you literally stop 5 is where you are. You got off right there and you're parked there.
Yeah. And I'm a big empath too.
Yeah.
So when we did have sex, I didn't feel connected anymore. And that's a big part of me. And this is crazy because this is the only person I've ever fallen in love with. And the type of person that I am, I give my all.
Yes, you do.
I fall deeply.
But you don't fall fast.
I don't fall fast.
Very intentional.
I don't.
Methodical.
Yeah. And the crazy part is, I would tell him, even during like our ups and downs, and I'm like, you always keep being around. You still around. And so I don't know if my psychological, because we met at 18. So I don't know if part of me was like that hopeless romantic, like hopefully he could be my thing. But eventually, wake up, girl.
Yeah.
Wake up.
Okay. Y'all should know, we knew this would be discussed on this episode. And I was saving questions I wanted to ask her that I have not asked her before. So I've been wanting to know these things. Let me say this before I ask my question. I really do love that with you. I'm real big on that manifesting. You speak of things. The Bible says, you know what I mean? So I'm big on speaking of things. You speak a lot about, I'm going to be a wife. I am a wife. I'm a wife. I'm a wife. So you will be a wife. And I'm excited about that for you. I can't wait. And you deserve that. You've been putting in the work. You deserve that.
Proverbs 31 woman here.
All right.
All right. Look it up.
Bathsheba. No, I'm joking.
Stop it. Just joking. Okay.
What are you looking for? And I don't mean, just like how you told me dig deeper last
Yeah.
episode when you asked me my homework question. What are you looking for? And I don't mean like tall, has that a good
No.
job. I don't mean that. What are you looking for?
Yeah. Oh, that's such a great question because I've been journaling.
Because I've never asked you this.
I've been journaling a lot, and actually me and
Or are you looking? Because you also have a think about that. You have an advice for me about that.
so 2 questions. So no, I am not looking right now.
Right.
Okay. I am very business minded right
Yes.
now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all about my growth. I'm still healing and learning certain things. I've healed in a lot of different places, but I am still growing. And so I'm really focused on me. I'm being selfish about me. I'm being
You can and you should.
okay. And that's just the type of person I am. I give my all and I still will. But now it's time to choose me. It's time to pour into me. And so I'm not looking. If it comes, I want it to happen organically.
Yeah.
And like I said a long time ago, I'm very spiritually connected with my father. Okay. Nepotism. Mhm.
All right.
You know who my husband is?
Nepotism.
Okay. And I stay the course. That's what I'm doing. I am really staying the course and doing what I need to make sure that I leave the type of legacy that I want for my kids and my family. Is really, we in a season, generational curses. It's up to us. We got to break them.
I
have to.
100% agree.
We have to.
I 100% agree. It's us.
Yeah, it's us. It's us.
I'm really proud of you, though. I'm really proud of you. Not that you weren't level-headed before.
Mhm.
I want to make that really clear, y'all. She wasn't some hot hate just running around. She was never that, but, or at least not unintentionally. But we all been, but I'm proud of you that you are standing firm in this is what I want. I'm going to get what I want, deserve, and I'm not settling. But also, more than that, you are putting in the work. A girl from back home, name is Iris, actually. And she said something to me years ago. We weren't talking about me. I don't remember who we were talking about. It could have been her, it could have been somebody else. But she said, a lot of times we have standards and we create these standards, or people create standards, not even meeting the standards themselves. And I remember thinking, I never forgot that because that happens a lot.
Yeah.
Where you'll hear women or men, I want this and this and this, whether it's surface level or deep.
Right.
And sometimes you can look at it like you want a man who's understanding, but you're not. Or you want a woman who's patient, but you're not.
Mhm.
So I love that you're putting in the work.
Yes.
Because here's my thing.
Yes.
And this is just me. And I'm not saying you should go by, because I do believe there's always going to be the poison that you take, because you have to take something. There will be an issue. There will be something with your person that you don't like.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. But I do believe in you, at least what I've worked on or what I come and bring to the table. You got to bring that.
You got to.
And I'm not talking about surface level. I'm not saying if I make 100 grand, you got, I'm not saying that. I'm saying if I put in this work to work on my defensiveness, you gotta either be actively working on yours, or that's not an issue for you.
Okay. So answering your other part of your question,
Okay.
because I am not looking for it.
Okay.
So what I do want, or what I look for in a husband, is someone who is emotionally mature, emotionally secure, can communicate intelligently.
Oh, okay. I gotta stop you.
Mhm.
What does that mean for you? Because that is huge. Emotional security, emotional safety,
Yeah. Mature.
maturity. What does that look like for you? What does that mean for you? Okay, y'all arguing.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean he's not petty? Does that mean he's not yelling? Or what does that mean for you?
Yeah. So you can have a conversation with me where it doesn't escalate to where we're now yelling
And screaming.
and shouting and screaming. Because let's keep it real.
Mhm.
I have definitely yelled and screamed. And for me, that's taking me out of my character. And so if you can come to me to the point where we can really sit and have a conversation and
Maturely.
and okay, we are at this big grown age. We've all been in relationships. We've all handled conflict. If you do not know how to come correct in this conversation by now, because I've learned that I need to sit down and listen.
Yeah.
This is also part of taking time and let me hear what you have to say.
You're a good listener, though.
Yeah, I am. I can say that. And because as y'all can see probably on the podcast or just in general, sometimes I might take a moment to process.
Yeah.
Let me think about what you're saying. Let me understand what you're saying. I really, truly want to understand your point of view.
You do.
And so part of that, and what therapy will tell you is, what I hear you saying is ...
Yeah.
And so I don't want to neglect your feeling, but are you willing to hear me? Okay.
Right.
And listen to my point of view.
With an open mind and an open heart. I want to say that. I want to emphasize that because I asked somebody earlier, I said, are you, it wasn't an argument, it was a debate. We were debating, actually. It was a very dumb debate. But it was funny. But we were debating and I said, listen. And I said, are you listening to give me a chance to talk? Or are you listening to hear my perspective?
Okay.
Because there's differences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of times we do have, in general, human nature. If you don't have that emotional maturity, some people are definitely going to listen to respond.
Yeah.
It's that reactiveness. Like you just want to react because you want your word to be said, but then it's like, but they're saying the same thing too.
Yeah.
So are you really listening? Sometimes it's like, did you hear what was being said?
Yeah.
I found myself in my conflict, in my relationship, where I was doing the whole, but I, because I felt like I got to a point where I'm like, you're not hearing me. Like, I hear what you're saying, but do you see how
Unheard.
And you know me.
The feeling unheard thing is, in my opinion, it seems to be the worst part of relationships.
Yeah.
I hear it with people in current situations. I've been in it. I have been probably the one who wasn't hearing. I think the problem comes in with the type of listener you need.
Yeah.
You're the type, because you're so, she's like my flower sister. She's a flower child. You can tell her right now, I've decided to date the wall. Because there is a term for it. There's a word for it where people date like objects and stuff and find affection. And she's going to say, oh, okay. All right. So, and she's going to ask the questions. I will be the one that will be like, what? But she has such an open mind and such an open heart to things that are different from her. And I think that that is what a lot of relationships miss. And I have been that person too. But mine is a result of being defensive. So it's hard for me, or has been in the past. I say that because I'm working on it, y'all. Past might be yesterday, but I'm working on it. But it's hard for me today.
And went down.
3 o'clock. Okay.
5 hours ago.
On the way here.
Out the way. He working on me. Working on her.
Right. Listen, I'm working on it, okay? I have admitted it. That is what they say is the first step, okay?
Yes, it is.
I've said the words. Take the, don't push me.
Rome wasn't built in one day.
It wasn't.
Period.
It wasn't.
It wasn't.
Don't push me.
Step close to the...
In my defensiveness, I would totally miss the open part of it because I was ready to defend myself.
Yeah.
So I was building a defense while you were talking. So I was listening. I maybe didn't cut you off. Rebuttal. He says I cut off, but he does too. But I might have been listening, giving him a chance to speak. But really, the whole time I'm gathering my defense.
Yeah.
And it's like, stop. sometimes it's okay to just listen, get their perspective, understand their perspective, and not feel attacked in it. And that was my thing. So I think you're good with that. Now, here's my question to you about that.
Okay.
Because I think I struggle sometimes with boundaries. I saw something earlier.
Yours or his?
Boundaries.
Okay.
As a collective.
Okay.
I struggle with boundaries because I'm still trying to figure out the difference between your own personal boundaries of what you will and will not accept, and then also love covering and patience and understanding, and also differences of people.
Yeah.
So let's give an example. This is not my story. Huge PSA. This is not my story. But let's say my story was, you talk about me to all your friends, right? If that is something, say he's done his entire life, and I don't like it, I could say it's a boundary. I won't accept that. Like, no, keeping things private between us is the thing I will not tolerate. Or it could be, understand he's been doing that his entire life. That was his outlet his entire life. He didn't have a family. And so it's like there's a place of, maybe let's just say grace and boundaries is what I struggle sometimes, not knowing when do you show grace and patience and understanding, and when do you say, no, this is a boundary?
I think that also,
everything for me is like, I'm not thinking that.
Yeah, I think that also is understanding your perspective in it. So why do you want to have it private? Why do you want to hold on to?
What does it make sense?
Right. Why, or how did you even get to that point? Because some of that could be a trauma from your long relation. And of course,
if this was my story,
if this was your story, because if you've been in a relationship for 16 years,
right,
and that's all you knew to defend that was to be private and subtle and keep it to the wayside. But then you meet someone who is very boisterous and wants to say whatever they with their, but then also, who are they saying it? Who are their friends?
Right. So I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
The outside pieces of it.
Right.
That makes sense.
Right. Because then also think about, in this situation, who are you going to? You know?
Yeah.
How long have you gone where you really was quiet?
Now, in real life, now that isn't my story, y'all. We don't have that issue. But in real life, the latter part of this, I wasn't even thinking about me, but it actually was an issue when I was married.
Yeah.
I didn't talk to any of my friends about anything ever, which was why when I decided to get divorced, it was such a like, whoa, what? My girl from Paris, I told her one situation the first time it happened, but that was it. That was in the beginning of my marriage, actually. I never talked about it anymore because I was under the understanding that you keep things in your marriage between y'all, and it kept me bound. She was the first person that I opened up to, and the sister group we have back home, and liberation. Liberation.
I think you have to know.
So I see what you're saying.
You have to know who you can talk to, because you either are going to have one like me who is going to hold you accountable and be like, no, but did you see his side? Because let's keep it all the way 100. I would definitely, in that situation, be like, well,
and let's be clear. I was team him. The one we're talking about, her situation, I was team him. I was. Really forever, I was.
Yeah.
I was team him because I knew how happy he made her. And I wanted that for her. I saw her just give and love and give and love and give. And I wanted somebody to give and love and give and love on her.
So it goes into my next thing. The foundation of what I want is consistency.
Yes.
Because,
okay, you're getting into something now.
He would 100% give. He would 100% take care. If I call him today and be like, I need X, Y, and Z, he would do it. I don't doubt that. However, where we went wrong is consistency. The lack there was.
Yeah, because 3 months you are Mr.
Wonderful.
Neighborhood.
Everything.
And then
perfect.
It goes, which when you said the autonomy, when you said but too much autonomy, that is a thing especially when you are people like him or people like me, which our autonomy takes us into deeper, darker roads. That's not good.
Yeah.
But you can be like that too.
Yeah, 100%. I definitely did it in the like. What is it? What? And then now I'm questioning. And so the crazy part, because I'm gonna bring up both. There was one point in our togetherness where he would overly communicate because he knew I was an overthinker. Well, I'm going here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to X, Y, and Z. And it was just like,
You didn't like it?
no, I said,
I was very excited. I like
it,
that.
it took me by surprise because I was like,
But it wasn't consistent.
it was new, but then it became, I mean, maybe
How long did it last?
that was a very fresh,
Because that's security.
yeah, that was recently. That was a recent thing. So you have 15 years of,
Right.
what you doing? Versus,
So you understand then when I said, I don't know if it was the last episode or the one before this, when I say the change for me is scary. Because it's like, how long is it going to be here?
yeah.
So then you understand that.
So I'm hopeful though.
More
It's
than-
the optimistic part of me
Right.
that is like, okay,
Yes.
a lesson was learned.
Yeah. And you will get more of a chance than me.
Yeah, I'm a forgive. I'm a forgiver. 100%. I may not even agree with certain things. I can forgive you and I'm gonna keep on pushing. It's up to me. That goes into the boundaries. My boundary is choosing what I will allow to continue.
Yeah. What is your strongest boundary right now where you are as far as a romantic relationship? Like what is, think about that's too generic and broad of a question. I should say, what are some of your newest boundaries? And I know well, you said consistency is something you want, but like what's something you just absolutely will not tolerate anymore? Because you went through a lot. So the part she hasn't said, and she doesn't need to, she went through a lot of big things that some people couldn't. The guy wasn't beating her, y'all. Don't y'all start thinking like, oh my God.
Put your hands on me and watch what.
Yeah, no, she's still very
I'm
New
not
York, very crazy. And we try. That would never happen, y'all, okay? It wasn't that, but big hurdles to get over. And she went through them. Some of them caused them to go their ways, but then when they got together, she didn't hold them over his head like I would.
Oh, yeah.
So what are some of the boundaries that now in your next relationship or moving forward, you absolutely will not tolerate regardless, unequivocally, like,
I would say the consistency is a boundary. Once you show me you're inconsistent,
really?
I'm good. Thank you. Have a good day. And with that,
And that's not one I wouldn't have thought of.
yeah, because I really do match energy, right? And
Right.
so if I feel that I'm doing the chasing, I have to call you every single time and and where
You backed off.
I'm good. And don't get me wrong, I understand being busy. I'm busy too. But if we can find time in each other to reach out and come to a common ground, because that was also our issue where I wasn't available.
Yes, I was around for that. And when she wasn't available, because she was busy, boss woman, working,
New podcast, like literally,
it did not go well.
no.
It did not go at all.
And I understood, but it kind of,
I didn't.
I understood because I was that woman. But the part that stop shit.
You made me mad because I watched him be busy.
Yes. So that's what I was going to say.
And you were patient.
I was patient in the relationship for the times that he has been busy.
Yeah.
Right. And so I understood where he was coming from. But the part of me was like, I don't know what you want me to do.
Right.
I told you what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And when I call you, and if I don't happen to call you in this moment, but then every time I call, you get another phone call and I would know who was calling. But at the same time, it's like, do we not see how we're contradicting ourselves? Right. You are.
It was a huge double standard for sure. But I did love it for you.
Yeah.
Because we talked about it. It was like, please don't think I'm sitting around waiting.
I'm not.
And like, now life resumes whether you and we do or not. Your life resumes.
Yeah.
I think, because I was thinking about the answer when I asked you, I was like, dang, I don't know what the answer to that is as far as boundaries. And it's just tough. I try not to say too much, y'all. And I know we're supposed to be raw and transparent. It's tough.
What are we talking about?
It's tough for me because it's like, I feel like I'm exposing my life, but here we go. Ambition, it's I'm hugely attracted to it.
Yeah.
Hugely attracted to ambition. A drive and a go-getter mentality is very much a thing for me. And to not have that is not something I can deal with anymore, ever again.
No.
I won't be able to do it. I will not do it. I won't do it. So that's a boundary for me.
I would say that's one for me too. And it's funny because I'm going to bring up a conversation that I heard on another podcast talking about relationships. But I would say ambition is definitely because the reason why I can't be hustling and pushing and wanting more, and you over there just chilling,
just stagnant.
No. And so I was like, wait, what? The guy said in the conversation, he said, women can't love a man for who they are because they don't have any ambition. They stop loving them for who they are, is basically what they said. And I was like, no. In my point of view, I wouldn't know whether or not you're ambitious or not. It's a difference if you're having a season where you just want to chill, you rest, are overwhelmed, and you need a moment. I got you, babe. Like,
or even if you're trying to recalibrate your mind, recalibrate your dreams.
You have a moment, you need to get a fresh creative, like, have that moment. And then as you're a woman, because of who I know you are, I'm going to push you, be like, all right, babe, I remember you was working on that. So, like, how are you feeling about it now? Like, I know you had a moment, but I'm going to encourage you to get your grit back, to get your grind back. I'm not going to sit there and be like,
to me, to have no ambition is to have no dreams and no goals. And to have none of that, for me, is an idle mind.
Yeah.
You are living at this point, or you are existing.
Yeah.
You are until the next day. And honestly, I was actually told that was part of how my ex and I got in the situation we got, meaning him, how he got in the situation he got into. Because the mind was idle. There's not enough inspiration there.
Yeah.
I won't do it again.
Yeah.
I don't. I have too many big dreams. You and I sit all day. We can't even be normal sometimes because we're always the next plan, the next big thing. So I won't go back on that. Can't.
I want to travel.
Yeah.
I want to have homes and houses and I want to live. Life is for the living.
You don't want to just exist.
I don't want to just exist. And then we are big community advocates.
Absolutely.
Like, I can't see myself being so successful and I just read just for me. I want to do something for, like, even if your ambition is for that.
Yeah.
And I think that goes into, for all of us as adults, is understanding and praying about what is your purpose.
Yeah. And I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Knowing your purpose.
Yeah. Because when you know your purpose, you have that ambition to strive for what that is.
And I do think your purpose can be seasonal for that moment. You may have a purpose when you think a certain, not pay it forward. There's another movie everybody else has seen. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the one with Haley Joel Osment, the little boy from Sixth Sense.
Okay.
Pay it forward. I think, save it. I don't remember, y'all. I don't remember, but it was like a whole thing. But even if your purpose is seasonal, like in this season, my purpose is to do this. In this season, my purpose, that's okay too. But I do think, like you say, knowing your purpose is an integral part of your ambitions and your motivations, which would explain even my own stagnancy in different times of my life, because I think for so many years, I felt like my only purpose was to be a wife. and a mother. And it was just exclusively those things. So once I had become a mother and I'm a wife now, and I'm existing in the wife role and the mother role, and the kids are growing and the marriage is hit another, it's like,
All right now.
all right.
Yeah.
And then when you're with somebody who's not as ambitious or ambitious at all, it's like, so there's just zero.
We just literally are
We're just exist. We're just
exist.
Yeah.
Nothing
Nothing's happening.
Nothing else is happening.
Yeah.
We just wake up.
So I understand that is a huge boundary for me too.
Yeah. 100%. So.
All right. So I'm going to say this. I did my homework.
Okay. Yes. This is perfect because I was just about to say for you and where you have been being the mother and being the wife, there's more to us, ladies and gentlemen.
She told me to dig deeper, y'all. Dig deep. So last episode, LA Nice asked me to say 5 things. It was actually my homework assignment, but then she wanted me to do it on the spot because she knew. She knew I was not going to get it. I was like, let me make sure she know what I'm saying. Right. Clearly, she set me up. She knew I wasn't going to give her the answers that she wanted. You definitely did because you knew I wasn't, but still made me do it anyway.
Okay.
I did my homework. And she said to say 5 things about myself to describe who Allie Ringo is. And I don't even remember what I said. She pretty much took him and kicked him.
Mother was one. We're not doing roles, people.
And she attacked it.
We're not doing roles. Okay?
I am strong. And I remember we were sitting in the car the other day. Actually, I think we was about to go out. I was like, yeah. And I've been saying it a lot. I actually said it today to my guy. I said, we're both very strong, but I'm confident enough to say I'm strong. I am strong.
I love that.
I am loving.
Yes.
My love, I think, is, what do they say? People like you and I, we love to a fault.
Yeah.
So I'm going to love you. I'm loving. I am sensitive. I am sensitive. I am currently defensive.
Okay. Current. Not for a long time. Temporary.
And I am a thinker. I was at the car and I was thinking on those, and I was like, I want to dig deep, like she said. And digging deep, it wasn't going to all be positive.
Yeah.
It wasn't all going to be whatever, but I was like, it's who, it's something. I tried, y'all. I did. I was digging deep and I said, let me go deep. It might not all be pretty, but those are things that I know to be very true about me. Now, if you ask me these questions or this question a year from now, I don't know if it's going to be the same. I would like to say I'm not defensive anymore, or as defensive.
Okay. We're going to pin this because in a year from now,
okay,
we're going to ask. We're going to ask.
Oof.
Oh, man. And, I love that for you. I'm getting chills, as we say, because, again, that goes into owning who you are, understanding that, and, again, for the purpose of this podcast, which is we're growing.
Right. And that's what I was, because at first I was like, I don't want to just out myself. But then I really, y'all, we keep saying it, I really do want to grow.
Yeah.
I like in real life. Fluff aside, all of that. I really do, because I don't want to be my own mistake. We blame other people for all the ways they've hurt us, the mistakes we've made, but sometimes we are our own mistake. I don't want to be my own mistake. I don't want to do that. So I have to be proactive in fixing and adjusting the things inside of me that are prohibiting me from being the thing I need to be.
Right. And you know what? In all honesty, it's us becoming better people.
Yeah.
Humanity needs to be saved. I mean, we still have a lot out there, but if we don't do the inside work.
And our kids are watching us.
And I was just about to say that we are leading by example. So if you go out there and you ready to fight every single second, not saying you, but like there are people like who literally watch fights. I used to watch the same thing, but then that's what you're going to be on that edge. You want to fight. Like,
I can truly say that, and maybe you can relate to this current season where I've been really trying to put in work. I like seeing the results of the efforts. It's making my life easier. It's making things better for me. And it's so funny Because the thing that's making my life better is not what other people are doing for me, giving me. All those love languages
Yeah.
that we think we need from other people, I'm finding all of that in my in me changing. I'm feeling the affirmations,
Yeah.
the words of affirmation. I'm feeling the touch. I'm feeling the. Now it ain't like giving me an orgasm. It ain't orgasmic, okay? So I'm not gonna say a lot of y'all like that, but it is giving me a lot of the voids that we think we may need from other people, and that's what me making the hard changes and checking myself.
Right.
So my hope is that as I continue to grow, some of the traumas, triggers, voids that I've had and maybe blame project on others begin to dissipate more where I can find it in me.
You know, you said something just a minute ago about how the love languages and expecting it from other people.
Yeah.
Self-love, self-care
Yeah.
is loving you the way you want to be.
It really is.
And so if you, and we said it earlier today, I can't expect someone to love me what I can't outpour to you. But guess what? What I outpour to you, I have to pour in myself.
Absolutely have to. Because self-care is also growth.
Yeah.
Self-care is growth because if you're just taking yourself out to dinner and taking a bath and relaxing and all that, but in here it's gritty and dirty, you're putting on clean laundry unshowered. You know what I'm saying?
You're masking over
You're masking over it. So
journal.
I'm excited about where we are going.
Yeah.
And our village, because
every one of us,
we don't hang with enablers. We don't hang with people that need pacification. We're in the process of filtering out of those people in our lives. And if you do, let's be clear, hold on. I shouldn't say that. Because there's going to be people, there's going to be friends you just love, you've been around. But hopefully the goal is that they'll be encouraged by seeing us
being this, and they do the work too.
Or they'll fall off.
Or they fall off. And have to learn it the hard way.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I did this the first season, and I'm going to do it again. If you are interested in LA Nice,
oh God,
go ahead and give us an email. We could do a little dating episode, a little speed dating.
She really wants me to do this speed dating thing.
I do, because I want to be there. I want to
do it on the live.
I want to be at a booth, like on the side somewhere at a restaurant like this. No, you're not. You're not that same person anymore. Because you'll be like, I can see you being like, yeah, it's not the one for me. I'm not going to check you off. But it's nice meeting you. We should look at, which I think they have. I
do
think
they
we
still
should
do
do
that?
it.
I should do it.
I think we should do it.
Just
And
for
maybe when we
the-
release this, there'll be a poll up that says, should LA Nice do a speed dating thing? And guess what? We can film it.
All right. I like that.
This was great. I'm proud of us. I'm proud of us. All right, y'all. I hope y'all growing like us. It sucks. It's a lot of work. Okay. But the benefits are great.
It is.
We love y'all.
We love y'all. And
Until
at the end of the
next
day,
time.
take care of your family.
That's right. Take care of your heart. You only got one. You only got one. Such a guy. Love y'all. If you could be any meme, what meme would you be?
Oh my gosh. Okay, lately, I gotta go by lately. Lately, I've been